Do you have one of these jars in your cabinets or pantry? This one here is green jalapeno jelly, but maybe you have a jelly or a jam or preserve or some kind of spread that you bought because it sounded so good. But now you're like, what else can I do with it besides just spread it on toast? I have 5 different appetizers that no matter what jam or jelly or spread you're using, they can work in each of these. All right, let's get in the kitchen. Let's get started and show you how to use one jar 5 different ways.
For this first appetizer, 4 ingredients is going to make a simple, delicious wrap. We're going to use that green jalapeno jelly, but first I'm going to take these spinach herb wraps and I'm going to coat them with a nice layer of softened cream cheese. I want to make sure I get my cream cheese to the edges, and then I'm going to add about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of that pepper jelly. This would also go really well with any of your apple butter or any kind of jelly. It adds a little bit of sweetness. And then for some protein, I'm going to add slices of turkey. This is just roasted turkey breast. You can use any other kind of ham if you want, or any other deli meat you like, but the turkey and the cheese with that peppery bite is going to go so well. Before cutting these into pinwheels, I recommend putting it in the refrigerator all rolled up for about 30 minutes so everything can get hardened and that pepper jelly doesn't ooze out. Then I will cut these into these pinwheels and serve them on my plate. These pinwheels are so easy to make. The assembly was a breeze, and you definitely can mix and match this up. Variety in the pepper jelly. You can also do variety in the spinach wrap. Make it just a whole tortilla, flour tortilla, or any other flavoring. Depends on your theme or what your party is. For me specifically, I was going to have this for St. Patrick's Day, so the green tortillas really work out. Put this on a tray, decorate it around with my St. Patrick's Day themed decor, and now I have the perfect thing. For this next appetizer, I'm going to show 3 variations. We're going to start here with a baguette that I've thinly sliced, put on my air fryer rack. I've sprayed it with some olive oil spray, and I'm going to put it into my air fryer for about 4 to 5 minutes to get crisp up and lightly browned. And another variation is with wonton wraps. I'm going to take a muffin tray and put one of the wonton wraps in the base of each of the muffin trays. I'm going to spray the tray as well as the wontons, and I'm going to put that in my air fryer to crisp up. Now that my crostini, my baguette, is lightly crisp, I'm going to take it off the air fryer rack and I am going to top it with my apple butter and a little bit of the goat cheese. Apple butter spreads go so well with goat cheese. The jalapeno pepper jelly would go really well with this. Also, you could even do both and make like a red and green kind of Christmas theme going on, but I sprinkle it with a little bit of fresh thyme that I chopped, sprinkle that on top, and now my wontons are ready. I'm going to put a dollop of cream cheese this time in each of those, put it in the oven for just a few minutes to get softened, spread those out, and then I'll put the dollop of the apple butter on top of this. Then I'll sprinkle a little salt, and I'll also top these with some fresh thyme. Now the third variation on these, and something a little more decadent, is to use puff pastry sheets. Now it does take a little bit more prep time because you have to roll out the puff pastry dough and cut them into squares. Now I use a mini muffin tin for these, and I put one of the squares at the base of the muffin tin. And for these, I'm going to use pumpkin honey butter. It is a specialty item I found over the holidays. It is really decadent. The combo of flavors goes so well. I'm going to put a little dollop into each of the puff pastries, and I'm going to top these with the goat cheese crumbles. Again, any of your jarred spreads would work really well here. The apple butter would go really well, as would the jalapeno jelly. Now I'm just topping these, and I'm going to put them into the oven at 370 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. And once they get nice and lightly browned, and when they come out of the oven, I'm topping them with some chopped fresh thyme. I like thyme and goat cheese. It's a good combo. It gives it a little earthy touch. And then I'm going to present these on my spread with my soup group ladies. We had appetizers one night, and these were a hit. The jar does all the work for you. You're just doing the assembling. And so this next recipe is going to be very similar, but this is something that would be great at a catered event, or maybe you're taking it to the office because there's no heating involved. So I'm taking 2 of the logs, the small logs from I found these from Aldi. This is goat cheese, and I'm just spreading it out onto my platter, just kind of making it a nice even layer. And I found this plum spread at one of the local grocery stores. It just sounded so good, and I'm gonna put dollops of that and smooth a nice even layer on top of the goat cheese. Now, if you wanted, you could also mix cream cheese with the goat cheese. It'll help give it a smoother texture. It'll also help balance if you don't want as pungent of a flavor with just goat cheese. So either way, and And now what I'm doing is I am taking my zester and I am zesting a lemon on top of everything. It's gonna add nice brightness to this. And for an added crunch, I'm gonna add crushed up pistachios all over. It's also gonna give it that nice green color, and it's gonna be a great little combination of colors, flavors, and textures, which you really want when you are serving up at a party. And look at this, it looks so great. Serve it up with some crackers on the side, and you've got a great thing to take to the office, your next potluck, or any party. Now, next, my jar is going to help me make something a little bit more hearty, and it's gonna do so well, and that's with meatballs. I have the apple butter jar again, and I am using a whole cup of the apple butter. I also have chili sauce. Put it all in the bottom of the base of my slow cooker. And then I'm gonna add 2 bags of meatballs. Any flavor, any brand will work here, frozen meatballs. And what is so good about this, you know, the typical grape jelly and chili sauce is usually the go-to on meatballs. This is gonna elevate it with the apple butter. Any kind of those spreads is gonna work. I've even done it with blueberry preserves because that sweetness really helps this. Anyway, lots of different flavor combos can be had with just that one jar. So I'm gonna put this on slow and low for about 4 hours, or you could do it on high for 2. And this is usually the first thing people grab. It's the highlight of the meal usually at my parties. They just love meatballs. If you want to go fancy, you can serve them individually on your serving tray with some fancy toothpicks. And this last one is such a great one for the holidays. It is super simple, very impressive. What I'm taking now is my Brie wheel. This is a whole Brie wheel. I'm gonna take it out of its package and I'm gonna leave the rind on. And then I have a heart-shaped cookie cutter. I also have another cookie cutter I'm gonna do this with. I'll show you that in a minute, but with this heart, I'm gonna go ahead and press it into the Brie and then trace around with my knife. And then I'll take my knife and also a small spoon to scoop out that heart. And then I'm gonna fill it with my apple butter spread. So I get that evenly in the little heart, and now I'm gonna put it on my heart charcuterie board. I'm gonna serve it with just some crackers, and it's gonna be perfect for Valentine's Day. Just think of all the cookie cutters that would work for each holiday. For another one I'm doing, this is going to be for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm gonna make the step a little easier. This time I am just gonna cut off the top with the rind, just about 1/4 of an inch thick. I'm going to take that out, and I have my shamrock cookie cutter. I'm gonna press that into there and have that shape cut out, and then I'm gonna put that part back on there and then spread my jalapeno pepper jelly into the shamrock shape. I add the Brie to my platter, serve it with some grapes, some crackers, and you can make a whole charcuterie board with this as your centerpiece. I just love how it came out. It is going to be so great for our party, and it just has me thinking about all the different ways I can use this Brie with the different shapes for all the different holidays. So I'm so excited that I found this. It's so cute, and I just served the little shamrock piece that I took out, just serve that to the side, and this is really going to be great for the party. So there you have it, 1 jar, 5 appetizers, and next time you're in the store and you see a jar of pepper jelly or fruit spread, you now know to grab it because you know what to do with it. Be sure to let me know which of these was your favorite, and if you have any other ideas, be sure to share them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.